In this lecture, I want to show you what are the fastest and most reliable ways of finding suppliers that are located in the United States, so you won't have to deal with importing process. Also, when dealing with suppliers from the United States, you can send the inventory directly to Amazon FBA centers, since the products are already in the United States and there will be no importing process and customs. And also, the communication between you and the supplier will be easier, because there are no language barriers. And also, shipping of samples will be much cheaper and faster to obtain. And plus, on top of that, you will be able to put Made in the United States label. Of course, if the product is actually manufactured in the United States. Now, however, some type of products are much cheaper to source overseas, because of the huge difference in labor cost. That is why I highly recommend that you source most of your products overseas, in China and other Eastern countries. However, some products are more reliable if sourced domestically in the United States. Now, the rule I advise you to follow is to source domestically in the United States products that go on or in humans or pets' body. The main reason for this is just because you will have much less risk and steps involved when sourcing these kind of products. Companies that are registered in the United States for manufacturing these kind of products, such as creams or supplements, have most likely passed a certain quality control and have all the necessary documents already. Of course, you need to do your due diligence, but if you source supplements or anything that is digestible from the United States, then you will have much less steps involved than if you were to source those same kind of products from overseas. Now, if you source from overseas products that go on or in humans or pets' body, you won't have control over the production process. So you won't have the ability to check whether the health certificates are valid, which can be a really big issue when importing. Also, if you source digestible products from China, you won't have any reliable proof that product won't cause any side effects. Now, don't get me wrong, but there are many reliable suppliers overseas which sell digestible products. However, you will have much less risk and steps involved if sourcing those kind of products directly from the United States. And also, products sourced overseas, especially digestible products, can cause additional problems when trying to get insurance. So there are many databases for finding US suppliers. Like somebody mentioned, ThomasNet. But for example, that database is good only for sourcing product components. You actually won't find good products that are ready-made for the end user. And also, by using this service, you will have hard time finding products that can be private labeled. Now, this is how I find suppliers that are located in the United States. First and most obvious destination is Google. Google is not only good for finding blog articles, it's also good for uncovering and connecting with new businesses. So what you want to do is head over to Google and type your main product keyword in quotes. For example, let's say you want to source whey protein. In the search box, you simply need to enter whey protein in quotes and then add private label or wholesale. Now, you have to browse through these sites and make sure that you first educate yourself on who the supplier actually is. And then, as soon as you have enough information, you can either send them an email, fill out a form on their website if they have a quotation form, or you can call them. Now, I personally think that the best way is to write a list of questions that you want to ask your potential supplier and to call the supplier over the phone, because you will have more personal approach. But first, before calling the first supplier that you found on Google, make sure you look at other search results as well. Make sure to dig deep into other pages of search results as well. Do not focus only on first search results page. Because many wholesalers and manufacturers are not very good with online marketing and SEO, So sometimes high quality suppliers don't even rank on first page of Google. Now also, a nice way to filter the search results even more is to use the minus sign. So for example, if you don't want to see search results from eBay, you just need to add minus ebay.com. You can do this, of course, with any website. Now the second way I use for finding US suppliers is Alibaba.com website. Now many people are associating this website with only Chinese suppliers. However, there are so many suppliers from all over the world on this website. There are also many suppliers from the United States as well. You just need to head over to Alibaba.com and do a product search, and then head down to filtering and click the United States, or whichever country you want to source your product from. Next, you want to check Gold Supplier Filter. However, many quality suppliers that are located in the United States do not have the Gold membership. Now, even if a US supplier doesn't have a Gold membership, you can easily do a quick check whether their company is legit. Make sure you follow the steps from the due diligence lecture. So there you go, you can now contact these suppliers in the United States and call them if you wish. Let me know if you have any questions in the discussion tab of this lecture.